Welcome to today's Fluid Flow yoga practice. We will be moving a little bit more between and in our poses. If this is something that's new to you, I will have a shorter and more beginner-friendly version of this linked in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll begin on our hands and knees. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Drop the belly towards the floor, shift the weight over to the right, rounding the back to come up and over to the left, and then arching the back to come back around. So just making big circles with the torso. Going at your own pace. And then we'll change directions. Last time, come back to center. Go ahead and sit back on the heels. Take a deep breath in here and exhale, and we'll move into some seated cat-cow. So rolling forward on the pelvis, lifting the chin and chest. Inhale, exhale, tucking the pelvis under, rounding the back. Inhale to come forward, and exhale to go back. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back, then bringing in the arms on your way forward. Open up the elbows and hands. Exhale, bring the hands in front of you to touch. Inhale, opening up the arms and chest. Exhale, round the back, bring the palms to touch. And do this a couple more times at your own pace. And then last time, come back to center. Let the fingertips graze the floor. Next to you on the right, raise the left arm overhead and reach over to the right. Breathing here. Last inhale. Exhale, sweep the left arm forward and around, placing the fingertips on the ground. The right hand reaches overhead, side stretch on the other side. Breathe here. Last inhale. Exhale, sweep the right arm forward, left arm forward and up. Side stretch on the right. And then sweep around again to the other side. And do this a couple more times at your own pace, just moving from side to side. And come back to center. Take the hands back out in front of you for tabletop. Go ahead and sink the hips back towards the heels. Walk the hands out in front of you. Take a breath here. And then begin to round the back, coming forward, sending the shoulders over the wrist, and then begin to arch the back, sending the hips back and down. And then rounding the back to come back forward. Arching the back to send the hips to the heels. A couple more times, your own pace. Inhale on the way forward and exhale on the way back. So coming forward again, go ahead and let the hips sink all the way down to the ground. So now you're in cobra. Take a breath here. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, come back to tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Then on an inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, send the right foot between the hands, lowering the back knee to the ground. Raise the arms, low lunge. Inhale here. Cactus the arms, opening up the chest. On an exhale, send the hands down to the ground, shift the hips back, flex the right foot, half split. Coming back forward into your low lunge, opening up the chest, sending the hands and elbows wide. Exhale, flowing through back to your half split. Inhale to come back into low lunge. Exhale, half split. One more time. Pick up the back knee and sweep the right foot up and back for a three-legged dog. And then lower the foot to the ground. Downward facing dog. Other side, lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. And then send the left foot in between the hands, dropping the right knee down to the ground. Raise the arms overhead, low lunge. Take a breath here. Next, inhale, cactus the arms, lifting the chest. Exhale, send the hands to the mat, lift the left toes, half split. Inhale, coming back into low lunge, opening up the arms and chest. Exhale, half split. And then do this about 3 more times on your own. Last time. Coming back to let the hands frame the left foot, pick up the right knee, sweep the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, and then lower the foot down to the ground, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Raise the right leg, bend the knee, open up the hip. And then send the right foot between the hands, plant the left heel down on the ground, spinning up into warrior two. Flip the right palm up, straighten the right leg, reach back, reverse triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse triangle. 3 more times. Warrior two. Reverse triangle. Last time. And coming back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg, lift the right toes, sink the hips down over to the left, Skandasana. Take a breath here. Then spin around to the back of your mat, framing the hands or framing the left foot. Sweep the left leg up and back, downward facing dog. Lower the left foot down. Take a breath here. Inhale, lift the left leg, bend the knee, open up the hips. And then send the left foot between the hands, placing the right heel down onto the ground, spinning up into Warrior Two. Take a breath. Flip the left palm up, straighten the left leg, send the arm open over, reverse triangle. Coming back into Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Warrior Two. 3 more times. Last time, coming back into Warrior Two. Straighten the left leg, pick up the toes, and then sink the hips down into the right, Skandasana on the right. Breathe here. Spin around, placing the hands on the ground to frame the right foot. Sweep the right leg up and back, downward facing dog. 3-legged downward facing dog. Lower the foot to the ground. And now you're in downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Inhale, come up onto the tippy toes, begin to round the back, sending the weight forward, finding plank. Take a breath. Bend the knees, send the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Again, picking up the heels, rounding the back, shifting the weight forward, plank. Bend the knees, sending the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Last time, pick the heels up, rolling into plank. Stay here in your plank position. Bend the left knee, send the foot over the right leg, pressing into the right arm, lifting the hips up, wild thing. Last breath. And then making your way back to plank and sending the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Again, pick up the heels, round the back, roll through to plank. Bend the knees, send the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Pick up the heels, roll through to plank. Bend the knees, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Last time, pick up the heels, round the back, roll to plank. Stay here. Bend the right foot, send the right foot over the left leg, placing it on the ground. Lift the hips up, the right arm goes overhead, wild thing. Last breath. And then finding your plank position, drop the knees to the ground, send the hips back, child's pose. You can let your arms be bent at the elbows with the elbows going to the sides, relaxing the shoulders. We'll begin to slow down here. Last breath here. On an inhale, come back into your tabletop position. Send the right knee behind the right hand and let the foot rest between the left hand and left hip. Scooch the left back leg back and down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, folding over the right leg, any amount, coming into pigeon pose. Last inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chest back up, send the knee back into tabletop, and we'll change sides. So left knee comes back behind the left hand, and the foot is resting between the right hip and right hand. Scooch the right leg back and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold over the left knee any amount, or left leg any amount. Breathing deeply here. Last inhale. Exhale. Inhale to lift the chest. Rock back onto the left hip and pull the right leg around. Find your easy seated pose. Letting the hands rest here for a second on the thighs. Take an inhale. Exhale, easy twist to the right. Last inhale here. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale. And on an exhale, easy twist to the left. Last inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Allow the hands to rest on the thighs. You can go ahead and close your eyes. And just take the last few moments to find a place of inner quiet and stillness, focusing on your breath. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose or mouth. 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose or mouth. Last time, inhale through the nose. And let it go. You may open your eyes. I hope you found this fun and also challenging. Thank you for practicing with me today. Bye.